One fold.
We are back
Two raised 12,000.
on the final table of
Three
the Centurion.
fold.
We've confirmed top
Four
5
fold.
getting paid with the payouts going across the bottom of your screen there. A little bit of a roundup. We've got John Doringer here with 28 bigs under the gun. He's folded. Darcy McInnes has raised min click the king 10 suited from under gun 1. Joel Gaffney
6 call.
folded +2. Nathaniel Hutton,
7 fold.
what a beast he is.
8 fold.
I think winning the last Centurion, that was just in Brisbane or Sydney, if I'm not incorrect there. And then we have Josh Flatting in the button, in cutoff with deuces. Armand's folded out of hijack. Anthony's folded button. And Oliver Harland is thinking what he wants to do with the ace-4. No, he's let it go. And Crilly has woken up with the ace-king out of big blind. And 3-bet to 72. Feeling that this is going to get it done. Against both of these opponents here. 12 bigs out of position. They went to 2. Crilly's gone 12. Large sizing.
2 fold.
And just gets it done.
6 fold.
Probably trying to size to get some jam on him.
It's like more of like an 11.5 big type of squeeze size.
There you go, and Hutton's already told him that he didn't like the 12. Wanted the 11.5. Good work, Hutton. Good commentary, mate. Now, just so that you guys know, Hutton's,
2 fold.
who's in seat 4, his card reader isn't working the greatest, so it kind of works sometimes and it kind of doesn't sometimes. It's not his fault. We'd love to blame him. We think he wants to keep the secrets for himself,
4
but
raised 12,000.
I've been told that it's just working intermittently.
5 fold. 6 fold.
He raises the
7
8-7
fold.
suited under the gun 2. Oliver this time with the ace-10-0.
8 raised 26,000. 20.
And he 3-bets
9 fold.
26k.
1 fold.
With that ace-10-0. Don't hate this.
26.
I don't see Hutton going anywhere. They were expecting him to flat and evaluate post.
Four call. Heads up.
And he does. 8-7's a nice hand that can play against some very strong hands. You either kind of hit flops or you
Four
don't.
chip.
And he clearly does not hit this flop. Oliver,
8
not
bet.
slowing down.
32,000. 32.
That's about 75%. And Hutton just having to think through, but we know he's just putting
4
it in the bin.
fold.
We know he is just putting it in the bin.
You're okay.
3 fold. 4 fold. 5 raised 12,000. 12. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8 whole.
There we go.
9 fold.
So now, Armand's raised at the 4s. Oliver has flattered with 10s after 3 bet and ace 10. Okay, he's mixing it up. Darcy, the big blind, expecting him to come along here with the Queen 10-0. Definitely nothing wrong with defending here.
2 call.
Just having a look back at the final table photo. Well done, Hutton. Got the eyes closed in the photo.
2 check.
I think Oliver's going to like this flop a lot. What's Armand going to do? Armand surprisingly has a lot more of his arms covered up than he normally does.
Anybody in the room interested in a jack star flip, please raise your hand.
That is it.
It is 150, 1 in 10.
Armand has continued for 2 bigs.
150, 1 in 10, 100,000 guarantee.
And it
Day
looks
1 is
like Oliver
tomorrow.
is going
8
to
raise.
That's a 1 in 10 jack star flip, raise your hand, let your TV know, we'll get
2 fold.
Pedro sent over.
Darcy just puts it in the bin.
5 fold.
One in 10 jack star flip, guys. Free sold already.
That can't be standard.
You can see Hutton sharing some Instagram content with Armand there. Lucky for him, it was just some words.
4 fold. 5 fold.
Like XE, I don't know XE, but like.
Yeah, I would assume it's up to 2, but like it might be going off a different rate.
6 raise. 12,000.
Like it's 2% lower rate than XE.
7
Josh.
fold.
Raises the Queen 10 suited here. 2
9
bigs,
fold.
very reasonable. Pretty standard.
But USDT trades
1 fold.
We know Corliss is going to put this 9-5 in the bin.
trades higher.
Who else puts in the bin? Darcy, what are you going to do with the King Jack here out of small
Doing
blinds?
it off.
Yeah, it's like,
It's actually
He wants to see a
depends
flop.
what he's doing it off.
I imagine it'll be off XE.
Probably.
3 fold. That's up.
John lets it go.
2 or 3 points higher than XE.
Yep.
Taking the cap spread.
Interesting one.
2
Josh
check.
flops.
In
There.
my experience,
Darcy with the gutter ball and the backdoor flush.
Being much
Darcy checks pretty quickly.
just has to be spare.
spare, of course.
And Josh
6
Down is
bet.
always make mark, but
gonna see that.
8,000.
Yeah, it's very short.
goes tiny, which I like. He's going to dominate a lot of these ones. He might be at a fairly high volume, so he can go smaller.
2
pretty rough to
fold.
get them.
And he just lets it go for 8, despite having the gutter ball there. I would have liked to feel that.
Yeah, I think I changed.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. So I'll take them.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. The CBA just built the food
I'll have to get another, thank you.
They just built their ones. Hey, your phone.
Is that what I haven't seen it. Well, good for me.
Yeah, one of the guys, they don't want the money for this.
Yeah.
5 fold.
Jokes on them, the way I play poker, there's none anyway.
6 fold. 7 fold. 8 fold. 9 raise, 12,000. 12. 1 fold.
Can I take you please, all players remaining in the main event, you are welcome to start taking your seats. This is your 90-second call. That's all players in the main event. Please start to retake your seats.
Loud announcement. Do apologise.
Three raise,
We've
38,000.
got Crilly opening the ace-8 of clubs here from hijack.
4 fold.
And this is what we were talking about before with Hutto. He's definitely letting the cards be seen, but it's just not always coming through. Oh, I thought Joel folded. No, he 3-bet the Queen 9 suited. He is coming after Crilly.
I think they're going to bag up at 11:30. I think they're bagging up at 11:30 or 12. Yeah.
Is that what you were told?
Spicy indeed.
I think he's going to assess it at half 11. Said he was going to assess it.
Assess it. Yeah, but there's no chance. He said if there's 3 players or 2 players, we can keep playing. There's no chance. There's going to be 3 players left.
Yes.
I mean, I think if we're on the stone bubble, we should play to the money at least, but
Yeah, great. Yeah.
otherwise, I understand.
It could happen.
Sorry?
It could happen.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
You reckon?
Unlikely.
Do you reckon it's more likely to be in the money?
I reckon we'll be in the money, but no way we'll probably get to 2 or 3.
2 hours, 1 hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we've got about an hour and a half left. And they're talking about when they're going to finish up.
Alright guys, in the
This
room we
is
have sold
actually
5 out of the
controversial.
10 Jackstar flip seats.
In the
Anybody
Adelaide
wishes to get
We'll be in the
involved
money
in
at like
Jackstar flip, please do raise your
1
hand.
fold.
I'd say.
Yeah, I think that's close.
1 in 10 for
Good luck.
Jackstar tomorrow guys, it does
on the
start
bubble
tomorrow.
for a little while. Just waiting for the announcer to be quiet.
2 raise,
So I can tell
12,000.
some stories.
12. Three fold. 4 fold.
So yeah, the Centurion in Adelaide, we were there. I was there, and luckily doing pretty well. But Dale copped a brutal beat, Dale Marsland, with Queens losing Ace Queen all in pre, and goes down to about 3 bigs, and they called time on the bubble. So Dale had to go home, try and get some sleep, and then come back the next day, being the shortest. He was lucky enough to spin it back up, but then still bubbled, so it was pretty unlucky.
You knew this one? Thank you.
Yeah.
C7 fold. C8 fold. C9 fold. C1's all in.
John rips in 25 bigs with Queen Jack suited.
C3 fold.
Rip in half. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. What does Hutto want to do? Again, his card reader is intermittently working. He's not refusing to show the cards.
150.
Oh, it's interesting. Looked like it was part of the set.
Just having some troubles with it.
C4 fold.
And Josh easily rolls down to 760. Billy's clearly bored, yawning there. Get another final table.
For you or for us?
C8 fold. C9 fold. C1's all in.
And now he rips the queen.
The two kings at some point. Yeah.
How good is it? This is when he needed the info to be relayed to the players already, where he needed this to be in about 20-30 minutes time. Everyone's seen that he was ripped it with queen jack suited.
65. C2 fold. C3 fold. C4 fold. C5 fold. C6 fold. C7 fold.
And he gets it through.
C1 we have David, C2 Leon, C3 Francis, C4 Matthew, C5 Chris, C6 Dave, C7 is Liam, Luke in 8, Kevin in 9 and Yanni in 10. See some hands?
Would you have king queen?
C1 we have King 7, C2, Queen 3, C4, Jack 8 suited, C5, Jack 3, C5, 10, 2, C6, Queen 6, C7, Queen 5, C8, Ace 7, C9, 7, 6, and
There he is.
There he is. Open rips up to 30 bigs. What has he got this time? Ace king suited. So it went the queen jack suited,
5, 4, 9,
then the ace king.
down.
C4 fold.
A very safe card.
C5 fold.
4 the turn,
Sweat.
C7 fold. C8 fold.
2 on the river. We have the flush, your
Duran
C3.
has anything?
Definitely
Billy
fold
has
bullshit.
mental health.
I'm gonna bluff for ace 5 suited.
C3 will take us down. Congratulations, Francis.
Alright, sounds like the flip in the background is over. Thank God, because that was noisy.
One more.
Billy is asking for one more now that he's in the
You're
beach.
short. You're short, so. Yeah. Or you catch a non-believer. That's what you're going for. Sure.
Come on.
Eventually the fish will bite.
Come on.
Straddle all in.
C1 fold.
Hey, fakes them out. Well played, John. Fake them out.
I just
Get him.
up with aces. Just one for the other little 5 hands.
Can you do it now, Nathaniel?
No promises I won't.
C3 fold. C4 fold.
Samuel's reader's still not working. We don't know what he's folding at the moment. Josh, chip leader, over 100 bigs with queen 10 in the cards.
C6 raise.
He's clicking this up.
14,000. C7 fold. C8 fold. C9 fold. 14.
I was gonna open jam and then I decided I'll just make it 14. Try something different.
And gets it through.
I would have enjoyed the first option.
It would have been funny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm risking, but it's still funny. We went to the cast when I was like 18 years old, and I thought I was sick. So I put $100 on first third, second third, third, and if you win, you just get your money back. And it came 0, and I lost.
Oh.
I was just doing it to be an idiot. And me and my mate looked at each other and were like, "Oh my god."
Humbled very quickly.
Yes, that should have been a sign that I should not gamble a long time ago. It came 0, and $300 was like lives at that point.
C4 fold. C5 fold. C6 fold. C7 fold. C8 fold. C9 fold.
John, after all that action, now starts getting some respect and gets walked.
You say you're a stud.
Yeah. Ace king.
We'll play through to the until it's finished.
Yeah.
It won't finish
winning.
tonight. They will be coming back tomorrow. My guess is we'll get close to the money, but
Raise 12,000.
not 100% sure.
Imagine backgammon and then just winning
It
that
is a
flip.
nice slow shot to the
How
Centurion.
good would that be?
Josh opens. Ace 4 suited.
C6 raise 30,000. C7 fold.
No, sorry. Nathaniel opened to 12k in +1, and then Josh has 3 betting with the Ace 4 of hearts. And Oliver's in a bit of a spot here with a pretty queen king suited. But I'm expecting him just to put it in the bin.
10 seconds.
And then
C8 fold. C9 fold.
Quilly with the Shattered Dreams in the bin. And back to Nathaniel. Does Nathaniel want to see a flop here against the only person that covers him on the table? That is the question.
C4 call.
He does call against the small size 3 bet. Smallish. Oh,
C4 check.
now this is spicy. Hutton has flopped as nice as you can without having anything more than 9 high. It's an up and down straight flush draw. And then Josh has flopped top pair. But we know that a lot of the diamonds are out. Because we saw King Queen go, the Ace of Diamonds gone, 10 and 5 diamonds are gone. So we know that Hutton can't actually get his straight flush here. He doesn't, but we know. Little small c-bet. Pretty standard, about 20%.
C4 call.
And he flats. So much equity. Not going anywhere. He turns the straight, and Josh really isn't going to see many straights here, but he is going to be up against some stronger aces. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Josh just check back here as a little bit of pot control. And River's a king. Now, does Nathaniel go for his lead here, or does he try and check raise? He has the Stone Cold Nutburger. I think he does check again, hoping that Josh has a nice big piece of this. What is Josh getting to get called by? I can see Josh going for some thin value, but I can also see him just checking back. Probably not going to get paid off by hands the worst too often. Maybe some paid, yeah, and checks back. And he has the Nutburger.
Oh wow.
A turn for Hutto, but misses out on some value. Unfortunately for him, Josh was just in the sweet spot of,
At least I know if we're in a pot, I'm making it straight.
you know,
I wouldn't
you just
call
have that
either.
hand that's strong but not strong enough. You don't really want to get check raised on a hand like that. But you're also not bluffing, you don't have strong enough value. So, well check back for Josh.
C4 fold. C5 fold. C6 raise 12,000. 7 fold. See 8 fold.
Josh raises again with the ace jack. He is not going to slow down, especially if he keeps king cards like this.
See 2 fold.
What does Joel do? Joel just lets it go. We've seen Joel get out of line a little bit with that 3-bet with the queen 9 suited. But apart from that, hasn't done much.
Alright, time for an all flip. Anyone interested in a main event flip? One in $600. Put your hand up. Pedro, come down and get your money.
400 points. No, like T3 as in 300 points or 200 points? I'm not sure which.
That's still handy though.
Yeah, of course.
Every second or third gets decent.
Absolutely.
Maybe the other things.
Hey? Yeah.
See 5 fold.
We're the poor ones.
That's crazy. All 3. I don't know if
Alright, Josh will open again with the king queen.
Well,
Not really.
they all.
he's 8 fold.
It's nice getting very easy hands to raise. He's a chip leader and he keeps raising, as he should.
Wednesday wonder. So
Oliver Parlin, flats. I actually like the 3-bet here from Oliver rather than the flat with king queen O, but flat's also okay. I think it's a bit of a mix.
Never heard of them.
If it's suited, I'd probably call more, but he is quite deep, so it's not terrible at all. Bit of a mix for me. I expect Hutton to come along here with the queen 6 suited and a big blind. However, he doesn't realise that he's actually really dominated a lot of spots, but we got to flop 3 ways. No one flops anything, but both Josh and Oliver have 2 overs in a gutter ball. And Oliver wants to bet it. Hutton will get out of the road quickly. Now, does Josh check raise here, or does he just flat? Just wants to flat this one. Can do a little bit of mixing. Maybe with the club he just calls. There's one of each now. Expected to go check here, and then 7. Does Josh want to lead at all? No. And they've got the same hand. Well played, gentlemen. A little bit of a slow roll from Josh, but not intentional. He generally thought he didn't have the best hand.
Sometimes it's half there.
Half there. She's half there.
That was very fake.
That's what I'm saying.
She's there though.
Beat some queen 9 soon.
It's a good bet.
It's a terrific.
Who doesn't love
Well played.
a good little slow roll of a chop pot? It's one of my favourites.
Hard matches, bet.
C6 fold. C7 fold. C8 fold. C9 fold.
And John has the ace and open rips. This is his favourite move. And now Joel is put in a spot, but he's literally shown ace king and queens.
We don't get to see because we didn't see the first part of the stream.
Yeah,
Cut off.
we missed the first 19.
And he calls in terrible shape.
There won't be any double getting raised.
Look
It's
at
like
it.
10 and lower drawn dead.
32 bigs, open rips, ace.
Damn.
I knew it was going to be balanced.
Caught him. Caught him. Unlucky job. Hard hand to get away from. It's definitely one that you can give some thought to. Needs running queens or running fours, and he gets the double with aces. Yeah, it's extremely hard to want to get away from, especially if you've seen the queen jack. But the ones that he's actually shown,
Well, if I just feel like queen,
um,
I'm in good.
so he has shown queens and ace king suited, two with big rips.
No, you need to focus, mate.
One more double, you can stop shoving.
Still short. Well,
There you go. I don't know, my heart rate. Yeah.
That's pretty guttering. It's Joel. Unlucky Joel.
I would have thought it was Christmas. You're so kidding.
It's like he's basically infinitely more likely to have you use that.
C7 fold. C8 fold. C9 fold.
Got everybody on edge.
Bro, my watch just said your heart rate's got down.
C1 fold. C2 fold. C3 fold.
Button and is hidden again. And Josh in the big blind gets the walk.
C8 fold. C9 fold. Of course you can.
You can do whatever you want.
Soul says no. Some people would say you wouldn't go like 800 either.
C3 fold. C5 fold. C4 fold, sorry. Can you tell Brian what time as well? Battery's low. Battery's low on the clock.
Would like to do a little shout out for Jinxie. He's saying go Josh.
It's low. Low battery.
Pull in.
C6 is all up. C7 fold.
Unlike Jinxie to back a heavy favourite here.
I just watched it work, so I thought I'd try it. Not as well as
Big blind piece. Very good. C9 fold.
9 high.
C1 fold. C2 fold.
This main event flip over here on table number 8. We have David 1, David 2. Renato in 3, David in 4, Tina in 5, and Yanni in 6.
C4 fold.
C1 has ace 4, C2 has 7 deuce, C3 has jack 2, C4 has king 10, C5 has 7 3 suited, and C6 has king 3. Off to the flop, ace 6 7, C1 is 4 head, turn to 6. River is an ace, ace 4 looks like the winner. Just confirm. Congratulations, Dave.
See one fold. See two fold.
You know what? I'm gonna, while we're waiting for a bit of action to happen here, I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story about Brayton Jinx.
See five dollars. Four fold.
So a couple of years ago at the APL Millions, I get pulled aside by Jordan to do a fun little quiz. Jordan asked me how I think I'm going to go in a poker quiz, and generally I thought I was going to do terrible because I honestly thought he was going to be asking me like open range of percentage, you know, what sort of percentage should be 3-betting at 30 bigs this, and then I get in and he's just asked me, you know, what's the nickname for Ace King. But we get in there and I do the quiz, and people are starting to come up to me afterwards, and then Jinxie comes up and goes, "Oh, that was so good, mate. So glad you did that. However, completely screwed up. I get asked one of the simplest questions there. If you flop a flush draw, how many outs do you have to get the flush draw?" I clearly say 9. There's 13 of each suit. You've got 2 in your hand. You've got 2 on the board. Or you've got 1 in your hand. You've got 3 on the board. There's 9 left. Jinxie just says 7. No wonder this guy's terrible at the game. He doesn't even know how many draws are on a flush draw. So if anyone does see Jinxie, if anyone has him on Facebook, send him a message. Tell him he's an idiot. And remind him how many outs are on a flush draw. And it should help him play a little bit better in some poker games.
See nine check.
Alright, back to the hand. We had Krilly Almond raise from hijack with the ace-8-0. Flop bet get called. Krilly then flattered. Check, check, turn. River has queen high. Almond has third pair. Does Krilly go big? Try and get him off some small pairs, maybe some 5s. Maybe some 4s, maybe some ace highs. He does. This is a big chunky bet. 55,000 into 49. I love it. And this is a bit over, it's about 40% of, say 35% of Almond stack.
10 seconds.
It's a hefty bet, and he just lets it go. Well done, Krilly.
See two fold. See three raise. 15,000. See four fold.
Joel,
15.
under the gun 1. What has he done? Can't quite see at the moment. Looks like he's just clicked it up to 15, 2.5 bigs.
See seven fold.
little bit bigger than I would probably do at this stage, but completely reasonable. Definitely not unreasonable, this sizing. What does John do? We haven't seen John do much apart from just open rip it and spin it in people's eyes. Does he call the Queen 5 suited? Queen 4 suited, sorry. He does not. He does not. I would have liked to call there. But John has been very tight. We've seen him do a couple of things. He folded the Ace 10 to rip a little earlier. And then he's open jammed Queen Jack suited for 25 bigs. Very next hand, open jammed Queens for 27 bigs. Very next hand, open jammed Ace King suited for 30 bigs. Got an orb and a half later, open jammed Aces for 32 bigs, and that time got a call from Ace Queen O and got the full double.
I could have all final tablers for the PLO.
Shows you there's many ways to skin a cat in a poker table.
Your photo, please. All final tablers for the PLO 8 max. Please head over to table 17 for your photo.
Going out a final table for the PLO 8 max. Anthony, he's going to click up this King 8 suited. He doesn't mind getting after it. Good work, Anthony. King 8 suited, hijack. Oliver with the Ace 5. Just goes with the flat. And then Krilly comes along with the 6s here. What are you going to do, Krilly? We're just going to flat. We're going to 3-bet. Thin this a little bit. We are just flatting. Krilly going on the set mining mission. John's going to fold out a small blind here with King 5-0. And then Darcy with the Ace King. 30 bigs. Now, a couple of different options here. None of which are call. And he just rips it. I honestly think this is probably the best option. And I think this is just going to take it down. I think everyone will fold. Krilly has the most decision out of anyone, but I really just expect him to fold this. Unnecessary to flip for 30 bigs. And he does. And he does. With Krilly flatting there, it just made it so nice for him just to rip. Although, to be fair, the 3-bet also is really nice for him to rip over, but nice hand, plenty of chips in the pot. Alright, Josh continues to apply the pressure with the King 10-0. Krilly here with 8-8 and cutoff. Krilly just flats. No need to bloat the pot against Josh here. Especially when Josh can put him in so much pain with the stacks. John folds to 10-6. Fold from the blinds. Go heads up here with Josh v. Krilly. And Krilly maintains his lead on the 7-9 deuce flop. Wouldn't be surprised to see Josh check a very high frequency here. I'm wrong. Decides to c-bet the 18. Okay, 3 bigs. No, Krilly's not going anywhere. Looks like a 9 of spades on the turn, if I'm correct. Oh wait, he was just straightening up. Krilly hasn't ever flooded yet. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm clearly on another planet.
who has
And it was
7.
3 diamonds after Crilly flooded. And for us, in my head, I just already had what Crilly was doing. He was just taking his sweet time. We know Crilly likes to take his time.
10 seconds. C6 check.
Check. From Josh. So this is a problem with the C bet, is you kind of get put in these spots. What does Crilly want to do?
That's 37,000.
37,000, exactly half pot. Very nice from Crilly. Josh will just let this go fairly quickly. He'll think, he'll ponder, and then flick it in the middle. Flick those cards away, Josh. There's not much you can do. You're not blocking much. There's no real value in his hand. He's just Hollywooding a little bit. Joel Gaffney with the smallest pre-flop raise, but we know that that small pre-flop raise was basically the 3-bet of Queen 9 suited v Crilly, which got it through, so he hasn't done much, but what he did was a bit spicy.
Minus 4,000, 8,000, 8,000, 6,000, 80.
Oh, watch out.
6-fold.
Darcy pops the collar.
7-fold.
Everyone's in trouble now.
9-fold.
Crilly, let's go. John, let's go for sure. And Darcy, after popping the collar, wakes up with aces. He popped the collar before looking at his hand, everyone. He knew. He knew. Let's go. 12,000.
16,000.
Darcy. Joel Gaffney. Puts in the bin pretty quickly. And then Hutto. What have you got in the big blind, mate? We do not know. We get to do one of the old school hands of let's play along with Darcy, not knowing what the big blind has. Flop comes down 10-8-6. It's a very wet flop. What will we see from Darcy here? He does have the ace of clubs, which helps check back. I like it. It is, and then he turns top set. Might be a little bit harder for him to get paid now. What does he do now on the turn? He checks again. Yep, still got top set. Block the nut flush draw.
2 check.
Checks again. The Queen of Diamonds. Now, what does Nathaniel do?
4 check.
Nathaniel checks for a 3rd time. Darcy, we know, isn't going to check for a 3rd time.
2 bets, 16,000. 4-fold.
Bets tiny, 16k, not even 3 bigs, and just takes it down. I would like to say that he had trash.
Take a bit for yourself.
Almond's the shortest on the table, but still got 18 bigs, which is absolutely plenty. Oh, he's just reached over from Josh, got some change.
6 fold.
Hopefully, for Josh's sake, Armin hasn't done anything nefarious there and slid any chips. Couldn't imagine Armin doing that. He's a good dude.
1 fold.
John folds the ace jack O.
2 raise 16,000. 16. 3 fold.
That is tight. That is extremely, extremely tight.
4 call.
Darcy has clicked up with the Queen 8 suited from cutoff. Prilly has come along with an unknown hand, and Armin has let go of the King 7.
4 check. Two check. Four check.
And again, we get to play the hand without seeing Nathaniel's hand, but this has got stronger for Darcy. So it's gone check on the flop. And then he now has a gutter ball,
14,000.
an overcard, and a flush draw. And he takes this opportunity to bet.
4 fold.
And Hutto lets it go.
Seven fold. 8 fold.
Really with the sevens. In low jack.
9 raise
And
16,000.
raises 2 bigs to 16. John puts in the bin very quickly with the 3 deuce off.
2 fold.
Darcy folds the King 10 off. All pretty reasonable. So does Joel with the ace 5. Hutton hidden again. Again, just to remind everyone, it is a issue with Hutto's reader. He's doing everything correctly. It's just being a bit intermittent. It's definitely not his fault. He's trying to work out whether he wants to put it in against his good mate Krilly. He does not. But Armin here wakes up with ace queen on 15 bigs. This is going in every day of the week. He's just going to take some time to think about it.
5 all in.
All of it. Eat that, Krilly.
6 fold.
Eat that. So what Krilly we think about here is he's sitting fairly comfortably in second and chips, just ahead of Nathaniel, just ahead of Anthony.
9 fold.
And does he really want to drop right back down with these sort of ICM considerations? He's probably going to be unlikely to be ahead very often. There's going to be a couple of hands that he's going to be ahead of, but unlikely. But he's going to be flipping a lot and probably dominated a lot. And he just doesn't need to do it in these spots, so he just lets it go. Very disciplined play by Crilly there with the 7s,
9 raised.
especially with these ICM considerations.
16.
Crilly clicks it up again, this time with the ace-jack suited. What does Darcy want to do here?
2 call.
It's coming along. Flats in low jack.
3 fold.
And the sunnies go down. Hutto, we can see his hand. He's got the 9s. 55 bigs. 2 people behind. Put a bit of squeeze on Crilly here if Crilly has an alright hand. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the 3-bet, and then Armin would be in a very, very difficult spot with 20 bigs. He does put the 3... No, he flats. And now we're expecting Armin to rip it with 20 bigs and 8s. This is such a nice spot for Armin. He won't know that he's just going to get snapped off by Hutto, but it is such a nice spot for him to pick up so many chips. He's thinking, this is like 60k. If he takes this down without showdown, he goes up over 200k.
5 all in.
And it's just a huge, huge spot.
7 folds. 9 folds.
Crilly quickly lets it go very wisely. Darcy's going to let go of this as well. He gets a call, but we know he's not calling here with King Queen O. And then I would expect Hutton to make the call here with 9s for 20 bigs. His sand is very under-repped. Obviously, if Darcy comes along, I think then Nathaniel will let it go. Thinks a little bit longer. He did put the sunnies down, and he's got his collar popped. We never know what they're going to do in these situations. Looks again. He's just genuinely considering this. Oh, sunnies are up again. He's genuinely thinking about this, and then sees Hutton behind. And Hutton, what are you going to do here with the 9s? Hutton will think this through. Looks like he pulled down his folding thumb for a second there, where he just does the flicking with them. But I think he's just calling. Yes, he does. And he'll find out the great news. Unlucky Armin. Unlucky. Armin requires one of the 2 8s remaining.
Diamonds and a club.
Still have a chance. Oh, you're not allowed to win it. Oh my god, you could see it too.
And there is a 9. And there is the 8 right behind it. He's drawing to the last 8 and doesn't get it. That was a quick fade out for them. Armin loses set over set. And we lose Armin. Unlucky Armin. Very nice dude of the poker community. Hailing from Adelaide. Played for South Australia in the recent State of Origin series. And absolutely crushed the APL Millions. Got a very, very nice score in one of the final events in the 5K. I think
I had ace-jack suited that one. Yeah.
he normally
Yeah, for that.
just doesn't actually even have any sleeves. He loves to show off his body a bit.
I think it's worth thinking about.
Loves it.
I think it's worth thinking about, but you did what
9 folds.
you should probably do.
He would have been so happy after he got through these 2.
Can you...
And Hutton has chipped up and has taken the chip lead off Josh.
Oh yeah. This end? From this end?
It looks like they're getting Hutton to change his scanner,
Scan that.
so he might move to seat 5.
In 5 raise 16,000.
He rubs it on seat 5 and wakes up with a 9s.
7 fold.
Clicks it up, and it's him v Oliver. The battle.
Did he have a pair? Bottom. Oh,
Check.
he rivered middle. Yeah.
5 bet. 11,000. 11. 84. 8 check.
Check. Hutton bets 11. Oliver calls. Does Hutton
5 check.
want to continue? He does not. Rivers the set. Hutton 9s, back-to-back hands, back-to-back sets. And he's going to go for value for sure. Oh,
Bet.
he gets led into
22.
by the King Jack for 3.6 bigs. Does he raise? Does he flat? We can see there's Queen Jack got there with the straight. There's been backdoor flushes. Oliver hasn't really got too out of line. Do you ever want to raise your set here and then fold to a 3-bet? Maybe. I don't hate that. It feels very, very soft to just flat, but it is the sort of opponent potentially that you want to do that against. I'm expecting him to go somewhere around the vicinity of 60-odd thousand and try and get called by some 2-pair. We know that this will probably just get folded by Oliver. It would be pretty crazy if Oliver was to try and turn his King of Hearts into a bluff here and just shove it back in his face. Oh man, that'd be beautiful, but I think he's just going to fold. Ever just want to stick it in Nathaniel's eye. Uses a time bank. Flick it in his eye, Oliver. Go on. All in rip. We know it's not going to happen, but I'm expecting him to fold. Sometimes you don't want to give it up to these kids. Wow, he actually went a lot bigger than I thought. He went really big and then got called off by the king. Well played, Hutton. Well played. And he surges further into the lead. Well played. That sizing is fantastic. Gets called off by second pair there.
Nice hand, Penny.
9s and 5s on the table. 5s yesterday. I got in ace jack versus pocket 5s on the other table, and the flop came with jack, and I said 5s no win loss. Turn came with 5, and like, yep.
Man, he did that earlier. He was short, he got in 3s versus ace jack, and it like came jack high and just turned 3, yeah.
Who did that?
That's why he laughed so hard when he came in. Isaac.
What a play. Wish I could master the getting it all in and turning set thing.
One raise 30,000. 30.
And John, he has been open ripping everything.
2 fold.
But this time, he's got too many chips to open rip. He just goes the casual 3.75 bigs with the kings.
6 fold.
Fold, fold, fold. And then Anthony has the 6s, which he also folds. Great discipline there, Anthony. It's a lot harder to get paid in these spots when you've shown the ace-ace rip for 30 bigs.
bloody
strong,
hot, isn't
you're
it?
stronger than us.
Want to have
You
the
win.
pipes out for the cameras.
9 fold.
And Crilly puts it in the bin. And this is the difficulty when you are doing just like big jams with big hands and big sizing. It's so much harder to get paid off. And that's why these small sizings work so well. Is you get to do it more, you can do it with a bit of a wider range, and you can get paid when you actually have it.
Two fold. Three fold. Five raise 16,000. 16. Six fold. Seven fold.
Alright, Hunton.
Eight fold.
He's taken over the chip lead. Josh is going to have to
Nine
respect
fold.
this a bit more now, especially being after him.
One fold. Three fold.
Alright, Hutton continues. Ace Jack O.
Five raise 16,000. 16. Six fold. Seven fold. Eight fold. Nine fold. One fold.
Alright, John folds small blind as you would expect. 5-4-0 in the big. Just lets it go. Darcy, despite having the collar popped, the glasses on, does not want to see a flop with a 5-4. Which is actually quite smart here, right? A lot of people wanted to over-defend in these sort of spots, but the unsuited ones in these sort of ICM spots, right down the bottom of the chart, they are the ones to let go. So well done, Darcy. Well done. You're in a bit of a precarious position.
Well,
You're around a
that's the
few
best
other
hand you have
people.
today.
You don't really want to just be giving away one or two bigs. And especially playing out of position against a player like Hutton, who is phenomenal.
Five fold.
Well, we never know what Nathaniel has.
Six fold.
He never scans his cards.
I had a 9-8 offsuit.
Seven fold. Eight fold. Nine fold.
Josh, expecting this Jack 6 to go in the bin, considering what he's been doing. Jack 6 suited in the bin. I would probably be opening in there if that was me. But I'd probably be getting it in some trouble with Joel here. Darcy.
Two call.
Flats with the Queen 4 suited. I like it. Joel. Ace 9-0. We're going to see a raise here. About 3.5 bigs. What are we going to? 28k?
24,000. 24.
24,000?
Fold. 24.
Did I say 28? Wow, that's way too big. Yeah, no, it wasn't. That's right. 24,000. Nice. 3 bigs. Darcy quickly folds. Actually, don't mind having a look there, depending on it. Especially for that sizing. Right, we're getting 2 bigs to win 7. So
Six fold.
it's definitely not the worst call there.
Seven fold.
But he's still just playing a bit snug, and respect to that. Respect to that.
Hold the safe place.
Yep,
Everybody?
we're just being told to hold.
Everybody cards off.
The graphics are still up for the last one. Everyone just needs to push their cards forward and pull them back again. Poor Brendan, the APL champ that does all this streaming, has been having a little bit of trouble with the system tonight. Not his fault, of course, but it's been on the fritz a little bit. Oliver clicks up the King Queen suited, very pretty, great raise.
That's our Sammy. And we still buy.
Two fold.
Gaffney with the 10-9-0 folds, and Hutton 8-5-0. Likely putting this in the bin as well. Unless he thinks he can outplay Post. He does look like he wants to come along. Hutton taking it to the streets. We love to see it. And he flops middle pair as Oliver flops top pair. We expect to see Hutton check most of his boards. Very, very good for Oliver's range. Oliver c-bets 2.5 bigs, and Nathaniel calls for second pair.
5 check.
Hutton will check again. And Oliver will bet again. This time going to 25,000. 20,000 again? 20,000 again. Same bet. Bets about a quarter and then lets it go. Well done, Hutton. Didn't get caught in the cookie jar looking for a river. Knew that his opponent was trying to extract value and just puts it in the bin. Well played, sir. And this is why he's one of the greats.
Seven fold. 8 fold. 9 fold. 1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold.
Alright, Josh gets the King Queen suited v the 8-5. What is Hutton gonna do?
5 fold.
He just lets it go. Walks Josh. Josh has the pretty, pretty King Queen of Hearts.
I wish it was 2 kings, so then you could walk over and tell Sam.
True.
The chip leader just gave me a walk with 2
True.
kings.
That would have been quality. That's really good.
Talking about Sam Sewell there. Wanting to go whinge about getting walked with kings. Loves a good whinge, Sam.
That head little.
Loves... If you see Sam around, if you're at the Ville and you see Sam around, please, he is the only player at APL that loves to hear a bad beat story. You've got to go tell him the bad beat stories. And just... He actually enjoys hearing it. He vibes off it. So if you do see it, you do see him, make sure you let him know. Oliver clicks up the Ace King under the gun to 16k.
Last I checked, like, he wasn't sure. I'm pretty sure he has half that money. He had like 600 bucks, I saw. I desperately needed to.
Darcy with the threes. Wants to go set mining from Hijack. Starts getting a little bit dubious of this sort of depth.
He doesn't have heaps,
But if you get there, you can win a lot of chips.
Speaking of dramatic, you'll enjoy the text I just sent you.
2 call. 6
Josh and
fold.
small blind with the King Jack of Diamonds.
7 fold. 4 players.
and he gets the 3 here. Going forward, Josh has flopped top pair, and Anthony has nothing, Oliver has nothing, but Darcy has the bottom set. And Oliver continues. This is a little surprising. You flopped nothing. You're going forwards to a flop with ace king. Does Darcy set the trap? Does he just flat here to see what happens? Or does he start to try and get some value out of those 3s? He does not. Let's see what Josh does. Does Josh ever check raise? No? Just the flat? And Anthony puts in the bin, which actually wouldn't have been the worst call in the world with the gutter ball there when you know that you're closing the action.
6 check.
6 of hearts on the turn. We could have seen some really spicy turns. Any ace, any king, any jack would have been very, very spicy. It is checked to Darcy. Collar up. Sonny's on with sets.
58,000.
Can you ever believe a guy with the collar up and the glasses down is betting with a set here? I don't know that you can. I do not know that you can. And 58k. And Josh lays it down. That is a great fold in between those two. I love that from Josh. Great fold. What does Oliver want to do here? Oliver does not... He just folds. Sorry, I didn't realize he was putting out your blinds. He just folds. Darcy gets a little scammed because Josh is too good. Too good, Josh. Well played, sir. Love that fold. Saw the strength. Saw it betting into 2 people. He knew he wasn't doing it light. Knew that the other one, that Oliver could be strong there, very strong there. And that, therefore, Darcy had to be strong and just lays down top pair like an absolute champ. Can be hard to get paid against these pros.
See, not fold. See, 1 fold.
No, you just never like say feels funny and you kind of like can't shake that feeling. Like I'm sure I'm fine, but like, you know, it's hard to get it out of your head, isn't it? Yeah.
See, 3 fold. See, 5 fold. See, 6 raise. 16,000.
Really?
See, 7 fold.
I'm not kidding. This is my one request. If I don't make it tomorrow, can you get like
See, 8 cool.
a tombstone card protector and just put it in front of my stack as I blind out?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
See, 8 check.
No, even better, man. Just put
So Oliver actually has the best hand here. But I would expect Josh to win this hand more often than not. A C-bet, the jack high. Is Oliver going to... He does... Turn is the ace of diamonds. I would expect Josh to bet again, and this one will take it down. He doesn't. Oliver is leading. This is spicy from Oliver. He's got the best hand. He doesn't realize he's got the best hand. But this gets through 100% of the time against Josh. 100% of the time he puts this in the bin. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't know that Josh takes this risk right here to raise him. Because does he actually lead the 3 here when the ace comes? When this ace does suit Josh so much more than he does. He is finding it. Josh is playing phenomenal here. Makes a great laydown and then sniffs this out. Well played, Josh. Phenomenal poker. Round of applause in the chat, please, for Josh. You guys are witnessing some absolute great poker here from Josh.
You have a jack? You're gonna make me win. I hate that you can see it. I know, obviously, yeah.
Are you alright to put your oranges at the front, bro? Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I thought
Still see one. See one fault. See two fault.
Imagine he went all in.
Guess what I just said?
Delish. That would be a delish
See
fine.
three raise 16,000.
I might have actually died on the table for real.
What's wrong with you?
Hey?
What's wrong with you?
Just my chest is funny. Nothing's wrong. Like my heart rate doesn't seem to be going weird, but like you know when you feel like that, you can't say that
Seven
feeling.
fold. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See eight fold.
Yes. Yeah. It's the big spot getting to me. No, but even spots like it's fine, but like just the overarching hit. Hey?
Oh, cool. Check it out.
Nah, I'll run it.
Run the equity,
Well,
mate.
What am I gonna do, dog?
Joel has woken up with a hand here. He has the king. He's opened from under the gun too. Crilly is flattered. And then Joel's just going to put a nice little c-bet in that takes it. Well done, Joel. It is not the flop that Crilly was looking for.
At the VILLE, one of like the $80 nightly games, like just Nathaniel Hutton remembers games at the next series.
Welcome Gemma into the chat. She's now watching.
Crazy pineapple.
In memory of.
I'm at the VILLE Crazy Pineapple champion, so maybe we'll make it, yeah. The Nathaniel. The Hutton win the button.
Hutto.
Memorial tournament. Wow. I don't think they've had win the button ever. They do run it at some series, but they don't run it at the VILLE.
Hutton just gloating a little bit there, letting everyone know that he has won the Crazy Pineapple event at the VILLE before. Maybe last year, maybe VILLE reigning champion. Fortunately, winning it once is not noteworthy. Unlike Tim Bredel, who is Tim of the VILLE, having won the VILLE main event back to back. But he has, Nathaniel, picked up 10-10. And the gun 2 opens 16k. Oliver flats the button with his ace-8 suited. Crilly puts in the bin, and John will no doubt put this 7-3 suited in the bin as well. Jack 7. Hutton continues with his lead in a fairly safe flop for him. He is going to c-bet.
C5 bet 16,000.
16,000 and takes it down. 2 bigs is good enough. Oliver has been stung a little bit, and he is now in 8th. He got found out by Josh, and I think that's given him a little bit of gun shy where he got raised there when he tried to bluff with the King Jack.
C3 fold.
Hey Brian, what's the plan after this break?
Seat 5 full.
So it'll be like 1 o'clock. What time
Seat 6 raise, 16,000.
30. Yeah.
Seat 7 full. Seat 8 full. Seat 9 full. Seat 1 full.
Josh raises king 7. And then John folds the king queen from the small blind. Darcy comes along with the 10-6 suited. And this could have got spicy between king 7 diamonds versus king queen. But instead we've got one pair versus a king high flush draw. Still going to get a little bit spicy, just not as spicy. Expect Josh to see that here. In position. Chips covering Darcy. Gets to put the pressure on. But Darcy's not going to fold to 1 bet. He does fold to 1 bet. Wow. Okay. I was wrong. Again. Alright, so it sounded like they said that we're going to play this blind level, have a small break.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what would happen to my sack?
Does it stay in play?
Blind's literally safe. Because you can't really disqualify a dead person. Well,
There's no real.
What if I died on like, I don't know, super racist man or something? Like, would you disqualify my corpse?
That's crazy.
Oh.
I'm theory crafting ways to
Shouldn't
go.
be able to cash if you're dead though.
I think so. It goes to my estate. What do you mean?
Estate of.
5 full.
Dude, that'd be crazy. Bubbling to somebody that's deceased.
Imagine
That'd be
I cash,
different.
imagine I cash player of the series.
Imagine the max pressure that Ethereum too. Seat 8 as
Bro,
well.
like 4th place, Nathaniel Hutton and the cross next to my name.
You die the day before you
Sorry for the
cash.
internet issues we're having. There has been a little bit of internet issues up in Townsville.
I mean, if you gotta go, like, I wanna go.
Oliver has jammed the ace-10-0 here from hijack for 22 bigs, roughly, and gets it through. So yeah, they were just saying that they'll play this end of this blind level. They'll then have a small break. They'll play another 2, and they're going to bag up at that point, no matter what.
That was really.
So, it sounds like you guys have me for another 2.5 hours or so.
I don't know.
And then we will bag up at that point. Unless, of course,
Your risk premiums that are high right now.
Brendan gets a little bit tired. He has been working pretty hard all day, and it's been having some problems. But that is the plan at this stage.
Seat 6 full. Seat 7 full.
What would the last thing will be between backers and pizza?
Oliver, now with an even nicer hand. This time just clicks it up.
Like, I mean, I
So he went from jamming 22 bigs, picked it all up. Now he just goes.
no heaven for you. The devil?
Yeah, you're going to hell.
Sorry for the internet connection issues that we're having a little bit.
Everyone's probably going to hell if there is one.
Darcy flats with the 5s. And Nathaniel with the 8-5-0 diamonds is coming along as well. So we go 3 ways to the flop.
3 plates.
And are we going to see some spiciness? We are not. But what are we going to see happen here? Check, check, and then Darcy with the 5s. Darcy decides to bet the 5s. A little bit dangerous when you've got Hutton in the big blind there, but he's just going to let it go. Bets 21,000, bets about a third of the pot. Oliver not letting it go. Understandably. See a turn. It is the 10 of diamonds. Oliver now has 2 overs and a gutter ball. And if Darcy bets here, would love to see him check jam his 20 bigs. But it does go check, check. Ace, king, queen. It is not. If anything, Darcy is going to definitely continue with his 5s. You cannot bluff him off this now. There was probably some potential to bluff him off before, but definitely not now. Looks down, confirms, yes, I did river that set. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do with a rivered set? We know that whatever he bets, Oliver is folding, but he doesn't know that. 48,000. 6 bigs. Oliver, no doubt, will put this in the bin fairly quickly. And he does. For anyone else watching at home, they are at the final table for the deep freeze. Don't know who's on there at this stage. But they have got there. Oh. Also quite a few familiar faces in the Peeler 8 Max final table. Alright, Darcy folds to him with the ace 9-0. He raises to 16k. Gaffney stays snug and folds the ace 7. And Josh lets the 7 deuce 0 go. Darcy takes down another pot and is just past the 50 big mark, which is very nice. See up the top of your screen. Oh, there you go. Chip count. What a perfect time for that to come through. Oliver's the shortest with 20 bigs. And Nathaniel sitting up there at 800,000. Well, 796 after he lost that small blunt, but you know.
Pretty accurate.
Bro, I just played the dumbest spot.
C8 fold. We opened 270. C9 fold.
John. He has been open ripping hands. This time, it goes a little smaller. 25,000. We got him down to 3.1 bigs with the queen queen. Everyone folds. And John picks up a very nice hand yet again and wins the pot yet again. Nice hand, John.
Set. Do you have a set? Well, I make a fight fold. Fight fold against the set. Yeah. Yeah, straight to seeing about 9 seconds. Jack King. Jack what? Jack King. Good read, young man.
Oh, he loves you. What terrible read.
What did he say after?
He said, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. Thinking about death.
C1 fold. C2 Jack 7-3 rainbow. What a dream.
Missed it, right? C3 fold. C5 fold. C6 fold. C7 fold.
Down there way out of the couple of sticky.
C8 is all in. C9 fold.
Hearing him talk about when Darcy flopped the set of threes and Josh made that great laydown of top pair with the king jack, and there was ace king in there as well.
I wasn't feeling great on the flop, if I'm being honest with you.
You had 4 wide, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good. It's tough to look.
I'll tell you what. What do you bet?
Pile 58k.
You're a stronger man than I am. Pretty big.
No, the bet size was whatever.
You just ran into a genius.
Yeah.
This means you can exploit him later.
Do it with fours next time and genius.
Clearly reminding everyone to exploit
I like that loud.
everyone later, but look at this, Darcy with the ace again.
Laugh like a girl, no, I reckon.
Does he put the sunnies down?
Said he knows when I'm in the state.
He does not.
I've already told you, I think it's similar to Troy's.
Yeah, it is similar to choice. That's such a bad beat.
It's like a lower pitch though.
C3 fold.
Well, you kind of know when you're both in the room, to be honest.
Hope you die on the road.
Hope it happens and you fucking feel guilty forever.
I would feel guilty.
Until you min cash when I fucking buy
Anthony on the button here with the 8-7 suited.
C8 fold. C9 fold.
Oliver mucks it down, and Crilly has the 7-3 suited
I mean,
and puts it in the bin.
hoping to avoid death, but
Yeah,
like,
fingers crossed.
genuinely when I die, I want to die in a funny way.
Do you? What's the fun?
Logging almost, I don't know, like,
At a comedy festival?
yeah, some shit, I don't know.
Not much there for 8-7 of diamonds. Darcy liked to check it last time in position. This time he wants to bet. Wouldn't have minded the check there from Darcy, like he did in the last one.
I did that last year.
But he just bets and takes it.
Oh my god!
No, I was on the scooters and I completely wiped out.
I think Hutton's talking about the way that he wants to die, which is a bit rough, but he want to die in a fun way.
To play the Centurion.
Oh, the excellent. Excellent.
Been
choice.
there
Did you end
for
up
being
playing?
honest with you. But it's the
Oh, you played it.
first thing that looked
Fell
like a hand
victim
I've
to-
seen in
Minri Azadi.
Bloody Queens in a bit. See you later.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that hand.
I'm surprised he didn't come up. He came last year. I feel like he
I
enjoyed it.
enjoyed that tournament.
Did you?
Everyone asking where a min is.
Maybe it's not a funny way to die, but like comedians.
Min, I think, is just chilling at home in Melbourne, spending some family time. Been too busy crushing everywhere, just decided he didn't even need to go up to the Ville.
Kind of with Foz on this one.
What a dude, though. I mean, one of the best. And Josh, been playing great, and wakes up with queens in the hijack.
Remember when Danny died? You know?
Probably not.
What an idiot.
See it going like that.
Virtual reality.
I don't know, man. That's something I don't really joke around that much.
Yeah, just like, I don't know, something out there. Nah, the other one. Choked himself.
Decides he wants to play. Did not see this coming. This is not the board that Josh really wanted to see, especially against someone like John, but John's just going to fold this anyway and takes it down. But I don't hate the call. I'm very surprised John has been laying those hands down all day. He's been doing it all day, ref.
Yeah, this is pretty grim for the viewers watching at 12 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just gonna die quietly. Sorry, guys.
Guys, blinds and
You're gonna die quietly.
Sorry?
C3 fold.
Josh folds the ace 8-0. Don't mind him opening there, just with his, he's leading everyone else. Once Hutton has folded, definitely don't hate it. It's definitely getting out of line a bit, but don't hate it. Crilly opens up the ace 4. John gets out of the road. What does Darcy do here with the queen 8-0? I think Darcy's going to come along. The Sunny's back on. The collar's popped up higher. We just need him to roll up the sleeves a little bit, you know? Show off those forearms.
25 behind.
Actually, the most frustrating stuff.
What?
When you just card dead and like you're the one spot you have to lose.
I felt like for like a year straight, every final table or feature table I was on, I was just like, never had a good hand. And like I didn't want to like just force it. It's so
But then yeah, you overcall because you think.
yeah, so easy to let it happen. Yeah, it's so easy to get frustrated.
Absolutely.
Crilly has the backdoor flush draw with ace high versus the bottom pair of Darcy.
Frustrating when you just turn it over.
And I have a feeling like Crilly is going to continue here and put a lot of pressure on. Darcy won't fold. Oh, well, I generally would think Darcy wouldn't fold a 1-bet, but then he folded middle pair before. What does he do with bottom pair here? He calls bottom pair here against Crilly. Believe Josh, did not believe Crilly. It is hard. Crilly has a face that you don't want to believe. He has a face that you do not want to believe. And there is the 10. That might slow Crilly down a little bit. He might be checking this one back now. It's a little harder to get people off the hands. The other pairs when there's a one like this.
Not really, but it says for the different tiers. Yeah, and then there's points all the way up to. Yeah, so I've seen the Matrix.
And then he gets the check mark, goes check, check. And I'm expecting this to go check, check again. Because Crilly has some decent ace high here. And that wins, but he does just lose against the bottom pair.
Yeah, but I reckon I got 60. Would you like somewhere like when there were like 3? Did you enter anything else like that? Well, if you got 60, maybe it's that way, but I'm like 95% it's only cash. Like, I feel like it'd be unfair for a lot of players if you came 8 out of 32 points. Sorry, 32 minutes, you got like 200 points.
Go on, please.
Oh, yeah, thank God. Scared me, man. I'm
Six raise 16,000. 674.
too busy, chat.
CA4 694.
Looks like Hutton fold out a turn. Bit of a dick move, but you know, is what it is. And John with the ace queen here, after Josh has clicked up the queen 10. Do we see 45 bigs make it into the middle? No, he's just going for 55,000. Roughly 3.5 times the raise here. Much more reasonable size 3-bet here from John than what he has done previously. Expecting Joel just to get out of the road, as he does, and I would expect Josh just to put this in the bin with how tight John's been. Anthony hasn't seen much on this table, and he's just dwindled down a little bit. Down to 21 bigs, but the joy of the Centurion is how slow the structure is, and the fact that the shorter stack is 21 bigs on the final table is just glorious. You can really grind this structure. You are never dead.
C6 hold. C7 fold. C8 fold.
I'm very much not right. So last night that PLO 5, I was like, yeah, this isn't for me.
C1 fold.
Looks like they are going on break. Gaffney, I'm expecting to flat the small blind here with the Queen 8 and then Hutton to raise. No, Gaffney's gone with the raise to 20. He doesn't mind getting a little spicy here. And what does Hutton want to do? Does he want to set the trap with a hand like Ace Queen O? I don't think so. I think he is likely just going to raise. And he does. 3-bet to 60,000. And he takes it down, and we are on break. We should be back, my guess, around 20 minutes or so.
out to Messenger.
Alright. We are back
I know.
from the break.
25.
They cranked it up.
5.
125.
Looks like there's a bit of a chip up happening.
Blinds 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, big blind entry. 5 and 10.
Take care of them.
That turn's so cringe. Just breaking under win.
7 fold. 8 fold.
Really. King, Queen, O. We've had the blinds go up from
20,000,
4-8
20.
to 5k, 10k.
2 fold. 3 fold. 5 fold. 6 fold.
Yeah. No, you just confused me.
Oh,
You
yeah,
roll
right.
first.
I'm a little bit delirious, to be honest with you. So.
Eight fold. 9 fold. 1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold.
Josh with the ace queen and small blind, but Nathaniel will be the one to raise this up with the 10-9
20,000.
from the button with the chip lead. Expecting a 3-bet here every day of the week from Josh,
Heads up.
and he doesn't. Suppose he doesn't want to be put in the blunder. Blunder. Put in the blunder. Well spoken, Dean. And because he flats and keeps in all Nathaniel's weaker aces, he lets Nathaniel flop top pair.
5 bet. 35,000. 35.
And Nathaniel goes fairly chunky here, betting around 55%.
6 call.
Josh not folding just yet.
6 check.
Hutton evaluating after Josh has checked. Does he bet again?
5
He
bet.
does.
75,000.
75,000. 7.5 bigs, and I get the feeling this is going to get it done. But the 3 turn isn't the worst card for Josh to elect to flat again. His hand is underrepresented strength,
Cool.
and he does a flat again. There is definitely going to be some other hands that Hutton continues to barrel, and he gets there. What
6 check.
a river for Josh. And snap, check, check. Snap, check, check. Josh with the lucky river. And that will likely be enough. It is enough for the chip lead to switch between the two of them.
Jam turn, what are you doing then?
Very good. Did you have anything?
Yeah.
2 cards. I can't believe if you didn't have anything that you gave up on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, man.
Wow.
Snap checking, saving face.
What do you have?
Sevens.
You reckon? Yeah, I was thinking
9
A's.
fold.
Nah.
Oh, I can't have top pair?
Yeah, I was gonna say
1
you probably just
fold.
have a
What are
nine.
your guys?
Jack 9-0.
2 fold.
Bottom end.
Hmm?
Yeah, 10-9 suited.
You reckon?
Could be. Could be Jack 9 for sure. Nah, saving face.
We'll find out after a short break.
Yeah.
I hope you
See.
scanned it on the wrong scanner.
3 raised 20,000. 20.
That one, right?
5 fold. 3 raised 20,000. 6 call.
Gosh. Joel raises to 20k
8 fold.
with a 6 suited from the hijack. Josh just flats here with the 3s. Super deep. Neither of them get much of that flop. But Joel is willing to
16,000.
put in the C bet
16.
for 16,000.
6 call.
Josh is happy to see another one, and he turns the set. Josh continues to run very well and play very well. And we get another bet from Joel here.
Bet.
This
6,000. 36.
This is spicy. This is spicy. He's shown a lot of strength. Do we just let him barrel again? Or do we click this up at this point?
6 raised. 72,000.
He does raise. Little does he know that Joel actually has nada. He's just min-clicked him. This is sick.
Fold.
This is sick, but Joel had absolute air. If Josh knew that, he definitely would have been flooding.
Thank you.
Welcome to Tim Anjanovic. Coming and checking in. See him watching in there.
One fold. 2 fold. 3 fold. 5 fold. 6 fold. 7 all in. 8 fold.
Anthony all in with the king 4 for 8 bigs. And takes it down. And takes it down.
Two fold. 3 fold. 5 fold. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8 all in. 9 fold. 1 fold.
Oliver whacks the 14 bigs with 10-9-0. That is a little spicy. A little spicy, but it works.
5 fold. 6 raise 20,000. 7 fold. 8 fold. 9 fold. 1 fold. 2 call. Heads up.
All right, Josh. So this is what I was talking about before. He's now opening it back up a little bit more again because he's taken the chip leader off. Nathaniel, you wouldn't normally see him opening up a6-0 here, but he does. And Darcy comes along with the queen 10. He actually flops a pair here. Expect him just to c-bet, and I don't expect Darcy to do too much.
Fold.
And he doesn't. Josh continues to stack chips and is very close to being that first person over the milli mark. Very, very close to being that first person over the milli mark.
Fold. 6 raise 20,000. 7 fold. 8 fold.
Josh continues to apply the aggression. 5-4 of spades under the gun 1. Again, normally be a bit out of line, but with the chip lead, with these ICM spots, you can really start getting out a bit more out of line, especially hands that play like this, especially if you're fairly confident post. But Krilly is 100% going to 3-bet here. What are we going to, 55? He does go to 55.
2 fold.
Now Josh has a fairly nice hand to play post.
3 fold. 6 fold.
And he does let it go. And I wonder if that's he just doesn't want to risk against Krilly. 5-4 actually plays all right in those spots. The 3-bet isn't huge. He's only gone to 55. But do you just not want to be doing this against someone like Krilly? You probably don't want to risk it against Krilly, but it's not going to be the worst. But he is just making so much EV from getting out of line in other spots as that chip leader. And you probably just don't need to risk it against a player as good as Krilly. You're just making so much EV from raise and c-betting everywhere else.
Or like Jack 8 of clubs or
7
something.
fold.
And Oliver rips it in. 17 bigs here with Ace Jacko. John.
My hand doesn't like going up against that one.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like I've got it.
Expecting John to put this in the bin. Been very tight.
No. I always send spades. It's like
Very, very tight.
That's Jehu's thing as well.
Is it spades? Oh, there you go. That's funny.
And he does put it in the bin.
Spades ultimate aggression.
Maybe it's because all the hand histories he sent me for the last 4 years. Maybe that's why it's in my head as well. Because he's always like 5-bet jam, XX spades.
Yeah, he's like spades.
Jack 10 spades.
And Oliver takes it down and picks up another 25k. Gets himself up to 20 bigs.
Thank you.
Tomorrow's full towel.
Yeah, it's nice. I think it's higher up.
Gloves on the table.
and
C7's
Oliver.
all in.
Anthony rips it with a 7 under the gun for 10 bigs. You cannot blame him.
So all in.
But Oliver is going to re-rip it
2 all in.
for 20 bigs with the jacks. John is like, is this Groundhog Day? King Queen again? He's going to fold again because this is even stronger than last time because it's over another rip. So he's just, unless he's getting real fed up with this, and then the 6s goes in the bin as well.
C2 fold.
Easy, Joel, 11 bigs, King 5 suited in the bin. Hutton, 7-4, and Josh, Jack 4. We lose a Jack. But we know that all 3 of those aces are out there.
What you have, like king, queen suited or something?
Hey, you're in a good spot.
It is not the ace. Does give him some backdoor straight draws. 6 or a 4 for a sweat. Ooh, that king is one of the 3 aces only. Otherwise we lose one and we get there. He gets the ace from space. Anthony has been doing it rough on this table, but he's just got Oliver. Bit rough there, but what can you do? What can you do? Just a reminder that my name's Dean Cox. I'm in commentary here for you until the end of play today. We are not in the money yet. Top 5 get paid. We are down to 8. That little figure at the top right-hand corner that says 9 will get updated very shortly. We almost lost another, but then Anthony got his Barry that he needed to River Oliver.
C3 fold.
And I'm expecting Nathaniel to click open this ace 6. But Josh, yet again.
C5 raise 20,000. C6 call. C7 call. 3 players.
Josh flats again, and Anthony comes along with the King Jack O. Anthony flops top pair. This is a lovely little spin for Anthony, as long as I haven't just jinxed him. But there is only 2 aces out there.
C5 check.
Five changes absolutely nothing. Does Anthony want to lead now?
C7 bets 35,000. C5 fold. C6 fold.
And he takes it down. Anthony was the shortest, has spun it up and is now mid-stacked. 27 bigs, and that's how quickly it can change with a structure this good. Gets lucky in one hand, spins it up, almost has 30 bigs. The dream.
How or is he stretching?
Stretching, he's got piles.
Oh, that's right. He does.
C9 fold. C1 fold.
Do you reckon he's more likely to snore more if he's stretched or unstretched?
C3 is all in.
Unstretched. It's like, you know, he constricts everything.
Stop stretching though. You snore, Buzz?
Sorry?
You snore?
No.
Joel, King 10, all in for his 11 bigs from hijack. Hutto's having to think about it here with the Queen 7. Puts it in the bin. Josh quickly puts in his 10-5 suited in the bin.
6-7 fold.
And no one's calling here.
Didn't mind snoring. Can't help it.
Joel takes it.
I've been playing them 4 games with VILLE at 3:30 in the morning.
Bullshit.
Do you know what I fell
Did
asleep?
you get up and watch it? You did as well.
I was at home.
Oh, were you?
So the final table of the deep
But I
freeze.
did watch it.
He's fallen asleep midway through the game. I've been about 15 minutes snoring.
Sam Sewell. We were talking about Sam earlier. Loves a whinge. Got the whinge. Goes to 50 bigs. Chip leader of the final table going into the final table. Followed by Evan
So it was your fault.
Mijo.
It's your fault.
Probably butchered that surname. I apologise, Evan. Peter's son.
Nah, it would have been funnier.
He is in third. Andrew Riley.
Gone to, like,
Perth's own Jamie Dalton Allen. Winner of the mini mystery bounty at the APL Millions.
yeah.
Is sitting pretty and right in the middle of the pack. Dinesh Singham. Jacob Stevens. Lachlan Crilly, who you've got here, his own arch nemesis, Ridge Grimsey. Puts him in the bin all the time. And then Luke McCready with a shorter stack with 5 bigs.
Yeah, obviously, loud depending, but like,
We'll see how that goes.
like someone playing like a different, like, 10 years later.
However, we have seen Darcy raise the 8s under gun 1. Then Anthony flat the Jack 10 of clubs on the button.
Yeah, he's probably some of the
And everyone else gets out of their road.
Yeah, quite loud, isn't it?
but I can sleep through anything, so we're good.
And we have a very monotone board here. 3 spades. Neither of them have spade. Darcy opts to elect to bet and goes for the 31,000. Goes quite a large size here on this monotone. Anthony isn't going anywhere with his top pair just yet.
Top pair that needs protection.
He bet.
He did bet. He bet all the chips.
Did you bet turn?
I bet big-ish on the flop, big-ish on the turn. Oh, not that big on the turn, but yeah.
What story is Darcy telling? And now checks. Was it just to get out of my hand sort of a story? I think it might have been. Because check, which you would expect now. And the river is a queen, and I'm expecting another lot of check. I don't think he tries to get him, Anthony, off a 10 here. Don't think he tries to get him off. Doesn't need to get him off like King X of spades. Definitely not getting him to fold Ace X of spades. Or Ace X with a spade. And he just takes it down. Apparently don't need a bet as large on those monotone boards. The monotone being just all one. Especially those basically where you flop 3 of one suit. You generally are going to want to bet quite small on those boards. Very, very dynamic. But small bets work the best. And a lot more checks as well.
Yeah. Like, I was very happy with the following time.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, it felt like it's B50, right?
Like
B60.
60, yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh, you worked it out.
Well, because I was thinking in my head I wouldn't call more than B60. C2 fold? Fuck. Smart payoff. C3 fold? C5 fold? C6 fold?
Look at that. What did you like?
Look how fast you check.
I can't believe you thought I was giving up. Well, ace on you, yeah.
I didn't think
Now
you had
it's
20,000?
No, but like, you said I'm giving up.
all in?
Like,
Yeah, I know. Well, like, I don't know. Like, I thought that maybe
I
you
don't,
thought
I
that,
don't
like,
get him like.
Darcy's getting some more love in the chat from Hayden, cheering him on.
Honestly, I didn't think.
And Jamie is cheering on Josh.
yeah, exactly.
I wasn't like.
Oliver, 7 bigs, all in on the button with 4s, completely reasonable. And this is over. Was it a min with 3s and cutoff? Probably. And then folds? Must have been a limp, maybe. It just takes it down. Well done, Oliver. Take some chips back. I agree, Jamie. Sam is the GOAT. Sam Sewell. Hopefully you can take down that deep freeze. If not, Jamie, WA player. Would love to see her win yet another trophy this year. She's already having to go over to Gold Coast for this invitational, but you know, just get another one. Why not?
C3 fold. C4 fold.
Josh, let's go the ace-3. See, he was getting out of line a couple of times. He's decided not to as much now. Just picking and choosing his spots.
C9 fold.
Really lets go of the Queen 8-0 on the button. Definitely one that he can click up if he wants, but as ICM dictates, he's going to want to fold out, and it's really at the bottom of his range anyway, so completely fine. Just folding that. And John flats a king 5 versus Darcy's 5-3. John in dominating spot here. And a flop that continues to help John. Not only has he flopped a pair when Darcy has, he also has the backdoor diamond. Bets one big. We haven't seen John do this at all. And Darcy comes along. John still has the diamond. Is this... and bets one big again. Unfortunately for Darcy, he can't fold for one big. We just gotta see what comes. Hope it's an ace, 10 or a 5 for him. It is not, it's the jack. Does this go check check? No. Bets one big again. And you can, even though he's got the sunnies down, you can kind of see the sigh, frustration in Darcy's eyes and his body language. He knows that he hates this, but he's getting the most ridiculous price in the world to see this with two pair. And he is going to attack it. Well done, Darcy. Sniffs this out, even though he does have the second best hand. I wouldn't be surprised if we see John just let this go. And John does. Well played, Darcy. Takes it down. Has the second best hand. Can see what his opponent's doing. And lets it go.
Ready, that is 8 players, yeah? C5 fold. C6 raise 20k, C7 fold. No problem. C8 fold, C9 fold. C1 fold.
Alright, Josh clicks up the ace-queen suited here. Expecting Joel to come along here. He moves it in. That is a bit crazy. I expected him to flat, but to re-rip it here with the jack-8 suited is surprising. And Krilly has a look in his eye about what happened there. Oh, he's got a gutter ball. Jack 8 or a 9. He picks up another out. Jack 8, 9 or a 6. But he did lose the spades. And GG to Joel.
Yeah. So you tanking, I'm like... And then I saw him tanking. I'm like, someone do it.
And we are down to 7. Crilly looking a little disgusted at something. We don't know what it is. But as he would say, something was egregious was up. You saw his face.
Seat 6 raised 20,000.
Has to be a good hand.
Seat 7.
Darcy, likely, updating his friends at home on the phone. Oh, and here we go. Oliver, 11 bigs, all in, King Jack O. And John with the ace queen. So, here we go. Josh clicks it. Oliver with 5s. Oliver plus 2 rips 11 bigs. And then John re-raises, all in with the ace queen. Josh is going to definitely get out of the road because John's range is so tight.
Oh yeah, I was winning, so that's pretty cool. Live.
Four's holding this one.
Do we lose another? Champagne Poker by Darcy Daniel. He did play that hand very well, mate. He did play it very, very well. And that is not the flop that Oliver wanted to see. He's drawing to 3 queens, and 3 queens only on the river does not get there. And we lose Oliver, and we are down to 6. Reminder that we are now on the direct bubble. Top 5 getting paid here. And Anthony and Crilly are the 2 shortest. Oh, look at this. There is some lollies getting handed out by Josh. Is it lollies? Is it cheese and crackers? Maybe it's cheese and crackers. It looks a bit like cheese and crackers. What a dude. Get some of that up here. But yes, we have Anthony and Crilly are the 2 shortest, and they're at 32 and 33 bigs. So I don't really expect there to be too much fireworks just here, but I do expect Josh to continue punishing people. You look at these chip dynamics. Josh, overwhelming chip lead. He has a milli, 104 bigs, and second only has 62 in Hutton. And then it drops pretty rapidly to 47, 42, 32, and 33. He's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on Darcy and John and Crilly and Hutton. So I would expect Josh to just attack.
You can take a minute to roll if you want.
Use some time, mate, for enjoy food.
Oh yeah, shouldn't we have topped up?
No.
And he just gets to.
We did it final,
No,
we did
we
it
won't.
final.
Only FT.
Really?
Yeah. Well, based on my experience last time. Yeah. I think maybe because it's a bigger field and like we only made FT at the end of the night.
It's more cold at bubble when it gets close to bagging.
What, hour and a half?
Seat 9 fold?
Oh, 2 hours ago, I guess. Oh, sorry.
Seat 1 fold?
Darcy, King 7 suited in the cutoff. It's definitely normally an open. But in this dynamic, when you're raising into Hutton and Josh as the chip leaders, and they can kind of do what they want with you, because you have to just fold a lot, you can elect to be a bit more passive here and let go of these sort of marginal ones. But he does raise. Hutton gets to play in position with him with Jack 10. And now this is spicy. Darcy's flopped second pair. Anthony came along as well, which I didn't even realise. But he's got a gutter ball. And then Hutton has 2 overs and a gutter. So now if Hutton starts putting some pressure on here, It's going to be very, very hard for Darcy to continue. But he has gone big. 3.6 bigs. It is about 45%. Hello, Mr. Huang. Kevin Huang. And Hutton just flats. He was definitely never going anywhere with 2 overs in a gutter. Wasn't sure if he was going to raise or flat. That is a nice turn for Darcy. Do we see Darcy now continue when he has the flush draw? Or do we see him check and do a little bit of pot control here against someone that has a lot more chips than him and can put him in the bin a lot? He does continue. And 62,000 into 47. Again, about 40%. He's showing a lot of strength here for second pair. And Hutton lets it go.
With 0
Yet another fan of Darcy. Hayden giving him the cheer on. Please do let me know who you're cheering on in the comments. Give me something to talk back to. I love talking back to comments. Means I'm just not talking to myself. Darcy picks up another hand, gets 8. We will see him open this, but Nathaniel has 9s. And Darcy opens. Hutton flats. Everyone else gets out of the way. Not the flop either of them were really looking for. And Darcy checks. A lot of support in here for Darcy, which is great to see. Neither of them have the club. Doesn't really change too much. Darcy checks again, as does Nathaniel. And the river changes nothing.
I might win, but probably not.
Check, check. 8s and 9s. Fanny wins a small one.
Yeah, maybe. Thank God. Blessing in disguise.
983 one time, you know. Well, I was never gonna first flop.
Fanny just asking for the straight up 983 flop. Just let me cooler him, please, poker gods. Let me cooler him. I'm sure most people who seem to be supporting Darcy in the chat are glad that the board came very safe for them. And Darcy, third hand in a row. Glasses go down. Opens the king jack under the gun. He is really lifting his aggression levels. Really, with the ace king, the small blind, and 31 bigs. Does he all in? Love it. 30 bigs. Easy game. John folds, and Darcy puts it in the bin pretty quickly. Well played, Crilly. Played it perfectly.
Begging to get called that. Yeah, I felt it. Yeah, begging to get snapped.
You always got to fade the Townsville snap, right?
Yeah.
C5 fold.
I think I actually folded that exact.
C6 raise 20,000.
Probably different six-handed then. Yeah, that's right.
Anthony clicks up the Jack 10 suited here. Oh no, sorry, Josh has clicked up the 10-4? No, surely not. Josh has decided to flex that 100 bigs and click up the 10-4 of spades.
We call this Townsville snap.
And gets looked up by Anthony here. This one is a little out of line. He is chip leader, he can dominate, and look, when you're gonna flop flush draws with 10-4 suited, why not get aggressive with it? Decides to play this one a little passive. Checks out of position. Checks back. Can bet a lot of these turns. Quite hefty. Watch this. 100%. It will go like 25,000.
Yeah, cool. Where do you play online? It's like a EB or?
Maybe 30,000.
Yeah. I don't play them myself, but it's pretty good players from what I hear.
45,000. Goes real big.
Yeah. So you play with mates and stuff? A lot of people. Yeah, cool.
Very big. Nice work, Josh. Takes it down.
What are you doing?
I agree. Ryan, get someone message Darcy. Tell him to pop that collar a bit more.
Maybe because you open shove everything. I don't like it.
I don't like the way I play.
You win too much money.
C6 fold. C7 fold. C9 fold. C1 fold.
John puts the King 5 suited in the bin from the button. What does Darcy want to do here?
C2 cool.
Flats?
Just as I suspected.
5 check.
And Hutton checks back.
You're a clown.
C2 check.
Darcy flops the gutter ball. Hutton flops top pair, backdoor, flush draw.
C5 bets 15,000.
And puts out 1.5 bigs. Darcy can't fold for 1.5 bigs with the gutter ball and ace high. Doesn't get there. Collar was not high enough. It's kind of half popped at the back. Needs to get it full popped. Then he would have 100% just turned that 5. But he's staring down Hutton. And what does Hutton want to do here? Hutton continues to let him know, I have a hand here. Your collar isn't fully popped. What are you going to do? Darcy still has a reasonable hand here with ace high, but does let it down to the 4 big bet of Nathaniel.
It's easy to win the battle when you're making 4 A's.
And straight away lets him know what he had. He's going to find out in 20 minutes anyway.
King. So I mean, even if you're A's, I'm calling him. Same thing.
Again, if his collar was popped, crisp 5 on the turn.
You won that
Non-spade,
battle, mate.
guarantee it, but it's just not fully popped.
I say, mate, make good hands. What are they? One of these? 2-1? No, I don't want to take tallies.
C7 fold. C9 fold.
No. Oh, yeah, well, I guess that one. Yeah, you won that one.
Darcy with the ace-6. Collects it up to 22 this time. Mixes up his sizing a little bit here with the ace-6. Interesting. It's generally just been an opening min, but this time 22. Josh comes along. Josh flops an up and down with backdoor third nut flush draw. Darcy with the gutter and backdoor nut flush draw. Josh isn't going anywhere for 1.5 bigs. The diamond. That's spicy. Josh's hand gets a little bit stronger, as does Darcy's. Now, does Darcy want to make sure he sees that river with the ace of diamonds, or does he want to continue telling this story? Bets 38,000 into 89. Around 40%. What does Josh want to do here? He's got the third knot flush draw. He's got an up and down. Does he want to come along? He uses a time bank to think. It'd be really interesting. Does he ever... I don't think he's ever going to raise, because you don't really want to get thrown off this equity, do you? I mean, it gives you a little bit if you do just put him in the absolute blender, but... He does flat. He probably has some thoughts about leading some rivers, maybe. A diamond's absolute disastrous for Josh. But Josh rivers the straight. And he snap checks again. Now, Darcy's ended up here with the ace high. You know that he's going to be calling with some pairs. Does he decide to put in another bet here with the ace high? You know you're not good at this stage. And he does give up as soon as he gets behind.
With a pair? Call him Luck Foster.
Luck box Foster gets him.
I like that.
You did that one, mate.
I like that.
You clicked me back well.
From the grave, just delivering zingers over here.
Yeah.
And that's going to put Darcy back in the pack. Same as Krilly. Essentially, 35 bigs. And just ahead of Anthony. And Darcy is not slowing down. The sunnies are back on, and he's raising the ace-deuce suited from cutoff. He doesn't care that he's lost some chips. He is going to continue. What does Josh want to do here? Josh will flat. And Anthony, one big, 9-6 clubs. Where you going, Anthony? Nowhere. You're flatting. And that is why. So, Darcy flops a gutter. Anthony flops up and down, but the up is to the super nut. And then Josh flops the best hand with the pair and the backdoor flush draw. Josh has checked again, and now we see Anthony lead out with his up and down straight, despite the queen on the turn, that does fancy Darcy's range. And he does let it go, as you'd expect. Josh also lets go second pair. And Anthony, with the worst hand, takes it down. He does some different things, Anthony, but he's been pretty effective all of the time. And now him and Darcy are basically tied. And they're on the bubble.
Respect, soldier. Respect.
Will Darcy slow down? He's been by far the most aggressive player since the break. Raising a lot of hands. And John opens to 2.5x, which is the most standard size that we've seen him do so far. Darcy flats. Again, someone that's as tight as John, maybe not, but Darcy's been playing pots and wanted to get after it. And then Crilly in the big blind with King Queen over here. Getting a great price, but knowing how tight John is. Sam Ingram in the chat. Thanks, Sam.
Heads up. Oh, what are you playing? VILLE. Oh, let's go. I gave some back. I had files.
We're hearing from Liam there, who was my co-commentator before in the last series. It sounds like he's doing very well in the 4-card game. Check, check. And now what does Darcy do? Darcy also checks back. We see a turn, which does not help anyone. This board does suit Crilly's range, but I think his hand's way too strong to really do anything here. And then checks after a little tap of the nose from Darcy. River is a jack. That will lock it up for John. He didn't need it. But I'm expecting this just to go check, bet, fold, fold.
Even though I love all my friends and want them all to succeed.
He does check again. Does he allow Darcy enough rope to try and blast this?
Well, I hate whoever that guy is.
We haven't seen him do this too often, but he's been very aggressive, and he is taking the bait that John has let out here for him. 45,000, half pot. Crilly should probably put this in the bin pretty quickly. Wayne, the VPIPs come up occasionally. You'll see them when they come up, but that is a sort of accumulation of what they've done over any time they've been on the live stream in this tournament. Crilly takes some time. Is Crilly... I expected Crilly just to put this in the bin, but is Crilly thinking about doing something a little spicy here with the Queen of Spades? Is he thinking... He's definitely not flatting, right? But is he thinking about going a little ham? He's rolling that mental dice. Does he roll the 99? He rolls the 99 and gets spicy. And John, with the best hand, which would have just taken it out if you bet, folds. And Darcy has been caught with his hand in the jar, and Crilly has seen it. And he lets it go. Well done, Crilly. That was a great river raise. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he's one of the best. Well done.
fold. 5 raise, 20,000. 6 fold. 7 fold. 9 fold.
Hunting. Clicks up to ace 9.
1 fold.
That was some above the rim stuff from Crilly. That was beautiful. We are getting a show put on here, and that is going to hurt Darcy. He's now the shortest.
Like, if you're not, he's my very first friend in poker. So, very first friend in poker. So I've been playing maybe a year, but most of mine, like tiny little bit live.
Yep.
I was playing a little bit at Matt's room.
5 fold.
I remember I won a Saturday
6 fold.
like that talking poker room, and he bought a slide as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the first guy who bought me how, you know.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's like
I have a lot of
one
love
the
for them.
nicest guys ever.
Yeah.
He's just an
Very,
emotional-
very passionate about poker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an like,
7 raise,
Sometimes to a fault, but like he's
20,000.
such a nice guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like one of the
9
main
fold.
things that we like spend time on.
Yeah. I mean, it's very
One
hard to
fold.
regulate it all.
It is, yeah.
Especially like, you know, yeah, like me, when I was playing recreation, I got so much more tilt because I knew I didn't have as much options.
2 fold.
Yeah, exactly.
But I popped 1-3 outer. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I might
exactly.
not see another spot
The
like
end of
this
the
here.
world. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think.
Not me now, no. Stone mentality, mate.
Well,
Never
yeah,
get
like
tilted.
once you become a withered reg, like it doesn't. But that's true.
I'm not with it yet.
Like that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it feels
yeah.
like. You pop a beat, and it's like, oh well. Or you suck out or something. It's like, oh well.
You get more numb to it, you know. Yeah, I sweated him on that stacked one.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to win.
Yeah.
I can't remember how he lost, but he played pretty well.
Yeah. He's
6
played
raise,
pretty well in all of
20,000.
his big spots recently.
20.
That's great.
Whereas before,
And Josh continues to start to pick it up.
7 call.
Oink, oink from Josh, a 6-0, but he has the overwhelming chip lead. And Anthony
2 fold.
finds the ducks and finds the call in hijack.
I don't have a stone cold.
Not one that I'd normally do, but people love the ducks. As they say, twos never lose,
6 check.
except when they do. And he's been out-flopped by Josh, who checks.
6 check.
There's always more in the class than the deep isn't it?
7 check.
And
6 bet.
Josh goes for some very, very thin value. Love it. One big. You are going to get paid off just to see what you got.
Sorry, man. When someone bets one big blind, I did the same. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh.
I love the reaction as soon as you saw it. Oh, fuck this guy.
No, I'm not winning there. But whatever.
Whatever, what's 10k?
Yeah. What's one big one for friends?
Yeah, but he's a cool dude.
Yeah, awesome guy. No, I have a lot of love for him.
And he has a lot of love for Lex.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
God,
the
don't
other.
even. It's like,
I wonder how he's been. He's like, Lex has been away for a few months.
I'm glad that he's won 4 other tournaments since then, so that it's like
7
in the
raise,
rearview mirror now.
20,000.
Since like what?
Yeah.
20. 9
To
fold.
be fair though, if you're going to go all the way to, was it Barcelona? That you had?
Yeah, it's,
And Anthony clicks up the Jack 9 suited here.
Very cool with the man.
of course, yeah, for sure. It's sick.
5
But
fold.
like, he was devastated when he didn't go back to back. I'm like, yeah, like it's
That's
Josh
like even
going nowhere with the King 10 suited here. Actually has the best hand versus under the gun.
6 check.
And still has the best hand. But does Anthony get aggressive? No. He checks back.
6 check.
The turn gets even better for Josh.
25. 7 bet. 25,000. 25. 6 call.
Josh definitely isn't folding pair of kings with a nut flush draw. And the river changes nothing.
With a flush. Did he do well at the recent series? Which one?
We are still in the bubble.
Slovakia or something. No,
Oh,
no,
no,
he
he
went
did.
zero.
No, he did.
We have Darcy there with 23.6 bigs. And Anthony with 27.7 bigs.
What was in what series was that?
Right up
Oh, okay, 2.0.
The next one after.
to Hutto with 62. And Josh with the monster
Okay, so it was
123 bigs and 1.2 mil.
Like 4 million? Maybe like July or something?
Maybe next
okay.
time.
I see.
But he went back as like the defending.
Yeah, I agree, Sam. The fact that Centurion become a shot clock is fantastic. I think they did
I'll show Damo today.
exceptionally well with the change that they've done with this one. Would like to see it a lot. They've got
One fold.
time cards. It will definitely make a huge difference. And John continues to show how tight he is. He folds the sevens under the gun and then does it masterfully because Nathaniel, yet again, has someone pipped by one with a pocket pair. And we see Josh fold one of his sevens as well. And there goes the other one. So he's essentially drawing dead to Hutto, and he just gets out of there.
Like the Brisbane champs main event.
What a wizard.
Didn't sit and go.
What a wizard from John.
Brisbane champs main event.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Anthony calls here, but he's in a lot of trouble
Do you know what I mean? Like there was this
against
Seven
Hutton.
check.
2 weeks time. Then
But he can get out of this. A 6,
Yeah, that mate, you're not going back.
if he comes along,
Close, so.
will be
Oh, sorry.
did he win?
huge
Five
if he comes along.
20,000.
No, he was
20.
in Brisbane.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the one
Seven fold.
Brisbane like
He does not come along. He lets it go.
North Brisbane.
Preserves his chips.
Nah, I
Lines up
You would say that, wouldn't you?
1,000. 612.
Oh, just because Krilly's drawing dead on going back to back, maybe?
Well,
No, I don't want to hear it, mate.
if I
That was a year ago.
back
Year
to
ago.
back, the last
Time's
MP
up
classic.
this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I hope they bring out. We've seen the Dixie.
That's why I said different types of back to back.
He got kind of stitched up though. So last year he won the Centurion. He got like one of the tiny little, like
Oh, yeah,
Sunday
I got a
showdown
gigantic one. I have a huge one for like a
I-
30 player field.
I win the Jackstar maybe like 3 weeks later. Massive fly.
Yeah, dude.
I win the Centurion the next week. Massive
Massive.
fly.
They're way too big though.
They
They're
are.
obnoxious.
Bro, I think it's even bigger now.
No, it's gigantic.
The recent
as well.
no,
yeah,
it's like it got even bigger.
yeah, the one that he had sitting here was huge.
Yeah. It's reflective of the rake.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all
getting
part of the
bigger.
trophy budget.
Everything's getting bigger.
25, 24, 24. 2 raised 24,000. 24.
And Darcy has raised min click. Where blinds have gone up to 612. Darcy's min click to 24k. Hutton on the cutoff with Ace Jack O.
63.
63.
He does elect to 3-bet the Ace Jack O.
6 fold. 7 fold. 9 fold.
And he will find the bad news out pretty quickly from Darcy. Little nose rub. Go back, check the hand. Yep, still a very pretty hand. But is he shitting himself? We don't know. It is the bubble, but you do have ace king. We know he's going to put it in, but it's just kind of like, please don't get snapped. Uses a time bank. A little bit of Hollywood here. He's definitely getting this in. And he is the shortest. So you lose a little bit of that ICM thing. You just don't really want to bubble these 2.5Ks though, yeah? Looks again. Yep, still ace king.
2 all in.
All in.
5 fold.
And what does Hutton do here? Snap folds it. Well played. Hutto. Very well played. The 3-bet with a good hand to fold. So many people get sucked off in there
Every edge.
to 3-bet and then call off in those spots, thinking that they might be flipping against 8s and stuff like that, and it's just a great spot to 3-bet fold.
Two fold. 5 fold. 6 raised 25,000.
Josh clicks it up with the ace 9. Thags
Fold.
is in the chat. If anyone wants to see someone's sun running as soon as they do some poker content on Instagram, go check out Adam's. Go check out his Instagram. He started doing a little Instagram challenge. As soon as he did, started winning everything.
3 aces and 3 nines.
And a 7.
We'll be even less in the turn, mate.
Oh, and
It'll be even less out in the turn.
no, it's more.
More?
Yeah, because I can hit 7 as well. He said
No, it should be the same. Hands on the flop.
2, 4, 6,
Yeah, you lost one.
8. Oh, so it was 8. Yeah, yeah. But I don't know what missing and what's not missing.
More support in there for Das. He has chipped back up a little bit after the 4-bet all in with the ace king.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got back to 27 bigs. Anthony is now the shortest.
5 fold. 6 fold.
Important concept, understanding how many hours
7 fold.
Yeah, very.
Try learn.
Crilly on the bunk with a 9-8 of diamonds.
Yeah, 38 count.
He is opening this.
It's alright. Gave you 60
9
back.
raise. 24,000. 24.
Thought about raising and I was like, that doesn't seem like
1 fold.
And it is likely just getting through.
It looks good, man.
Huh?
Oh, I don't know. I guess how did you make it? It might work against that.
Well, against that hand specifically, yeah. But like, if it's like ace queen with a diamond, ace king with a diamond, ace jack with a
Can we
diamond.
not be result oriented here, or?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have min raised.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one else gonna get down and
I don't think mid-range will work. I think you should jam, bro. Jam to completely unpack.
Yeah, but I want to
uncapped
win more
range.
chips. So I know I'm gonna get there. Look at that card.
Well, if you don't get in there, jam. What do you mean?
You just gave it up too.
Would it have worked?
No.
We're being results oriented, man.
Would all in have worked?
If I bet small and you re-raise,
I would. Yeah, I would have just called. I wasn't gonna raise you.
I don't think
Re-raise.
Re-raise.
Could have been some re-raise.
6 fold.
Geez.
7
If you
fold.
think you do, you should tell me.
I don't know what I've seen. I've seen tips.
9 fold.
Please decide something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
That's half a deck.
1 fold.
narrows that one down. A 3 side's been folded.
But it wasn't though.
Was it not?
Oh my god. Damn, how do I fold 2-8 off?
Play a damn hand. Oh god.
Don't know what Hutton had, but it was definitely the ace of spades.
Well, at least I keep composed.
Good to see the mentality's improved.
Are we for fucking real?
This is how he actually wins tournaments. Has a bit of a whinge.
It's a walk and absolutely.
Will now win.
That's it. That's it.
Taking one out of the Sam Sewell's bag of tricks. The old whinge and win.
Favorite demo video.
It's a favorite poker story I've ever seen.
Nice. Some of those videos.
Do you know the one?
7
Yes, Sam
fold.
sends it to me all the time.
9 fold. 1
John puts it in the bin. The ace 8-0 and cut off. Darcy,
He must love
ace 6,
Oh yeah. Well, I hope so.
raising
Then it's really not.
into the 2 biggest stacks on the table.
Some people like.
2 raise. 24,000. 24.
And he does.
5 fold. 6 fold.
Hutton and Josh both let it go and he takes it down.
And ace.
Mr. Day Curly would open the cutoff
Alright, queen 3
a couple
suited.
years ago. Yeah. Give me a couple of blinds.
Nah. Worked hard for my chips, alright?
Why couldn't clubs come?
Was I winning?
Yep.
No need to look at this hand.
Yeah, I was, wasn't I? That's so tilted.
Swindled.
Yeah, I knew I was getting fucked too. So.
Who would do that? Sound like a lovely lad.
9 fold.
I had a feeling, but I.
Around like
1 fold.
I shouldn't have.
2 fold.
Yeah, it's a big
5
tell.
fold.
Josh with the ace queen and small versus 18 big.
Six raised 40,000.
Yes, it is.
40.
40,000.
40, yes.
Did you miss one?
No.
No, he had
Seven
Hey, meant to go
folds.
he just fucking seen
Three
no
bet?
hand.
Do you think someone opened?
Are you 3-betting if I?
Huh? I didn't look at my hand.
That's cheeky.
Yes.
No,
I had ace queen.
I'm not much of a coach, but you probably know what you're playing with.
You reckon? Yes, I would have.
You go to Christian's birthday bash.
If I had more
now
chips,
with me
I
on
would
Friday as well.
Oh, what's your price?
Now with me. Not talking about poker, but you know.
So just a reminder to everyone that we are finishing up the day at the end of this level.
That's what they want.
One fold.
It's what the crowd wants.
It's an escort type situation, you know.
Wow.
Two folds.
Whether they are on the bubble or not, is what I've been told. Well, what I overheard.
5 raised 25,000. 6 fold.
Are you coming down for it? No, it wouldn't be right.
7 fold. 25.
Crilly. The 10-9 of hearts versus Hutton, his good friend's Queen 8 of hearts. This could get spicy. That is not spicy. And I'd expect Hutton to go extremely, extremely small here. Maybe like 13,
17,000.
17,000.
Come on, flop us a flush one time.
We got it.
If you raise not so much, I was going to rip it.
Shit.
What's that?
At the king of spades.
Fold, fold. Yes.
Oh, right.
How do you fold ace jack there?
Really bad. Goodness me.
Oh, I suppose isn't the worst spot for it.
Crilly has just been found out with the King Queen raise.
You're in big blind. Big blind. Yeah, 12,000 please.
It's an unhinged final table.
And Darcy's just seen it. He's just seen that there's been bluffed off having the same hand.
Raise. 5 raise 25,000.
He's
25.
a little frustrated, but at the same time, I think he's kind of just like, you know what? Respect. Respect.
7 call. 9 fold.
Hutton clicks it up to 25 from hijack. Anthony flats button, and Crilly lets it go. The ace-7 suited also in small blind, and John comes along with the king jack.
1 check.
Anthony flops the best hand.
5 check. 7 check.
And he checks back.
1 check. 5 check.
45.
7 bet 45,000.
Now he puts out a small bet.
1 fold.
John flicks it in, and Nathaniel will also flick it in. And there you go. Our shortest. There's a VPIP. Someone was asking about the VPIP earlier. There it is. Josh, 30%. That was Wayne that was asking for that earlier.
Same hand as me. You fold the top call.
Small one, big one, please.
Just raised in.
So we have about 45 minutes left, everyone, and they are returning at midday tomorrow.
Raise. 5 raise 20.
Queensland time, obviously.
25. 6 fold. 7 fold. 9 fold. 25. call. Two fold. Heads up.
So we've had Hutton raise it up from under the gun with ace 10 suited. And John flat the king queen from small blind.
One check.
John's been very tight. Hutton has flopped
Five check.
top pair here. Can he extract any value? He cannot. He goes check, check, and then John turns two pair.
One check.
Checks again. Hutton
Check.
checks again. And now goes for a small little amount of value.
30.
2.5 bigs. It's going to be snapped off by Nathaniel.
Most certainly against
And you'll see the bad news. But he absolutely lost minimum.
Oh,
King queen for pair.
Lost absolute minimum. Well played, Hutton.
bluffing Billy.
Straight.
And straight, yeah. So I thought one of you had.
Six fold.
He's like ready to give it up, and he's like, ooh, I can get that.
Yeah, I
Seven
can get
fold.
this. I was going to call.
I bet
Nine
that was
fold.
his exact internal monologue.
I was ready to
I bet I can
call,
get them
and
off
then he
John with the king jack on the button. It's been playing very, very snug. What does he want to do here?
One call.
He flats the button. Whether that was intentional or not, we're not sure. I think it might not have been.
Two fold.
The game trick. Check.
Five check.
Deuce, five. That's me.
Hunt has a great hand here to see this.
Heads up. Five check.
You got it.
One bet.
Nice hand
30,000.
actually. Good job. 10-9 suited.
Five fold.
That's so sick. I'll take it. Save 13k. Yeah. You have deuces. Yeah.
Seven fold. Nine fold. One fold. Two fold. Five call.
Psych.
Six check.
Little flat from Hutton. Josh checks back. There is a couple of spicy flops in this. That is not one of them, but we do have
Check.
some options here. Josh with a pure gutter to the nuts, which he gets instantly.
Five check.
Hutton has second pair. Going to play it quite conservative against
Six
Josh, who's the chip leader.
4,000.
And Josh, without blocking anything, should be going pretty hard.
Five call.
Nathaniel calls the one big blind.
Five check.
What does he do here? There is 5 bigs in the middle. And he has the Stone Cold Nutter Butters. How much are you going to bet to get called here, Josh?
10 seconds.
Uses a time bank.
Then we just chop up the winnings and go.
6 bet 80,000.
Anthony does not seem to like how long this is taking, but he does come out with the 80,000. What, 6.5, or about 133% of the pot.
5 fold.
And Hutton makes a great fold.
Maybe I was winning.
I know when a man's got top sets.
That's a terrific read. Did you see my cards again?
Flash them. No side, no side.
Sussy.
Nine fold.
Really, goes back to folding. Anthony and Darcy back around that middle 20 big stand. Darcy does not want to fold that 9-6 suited initially, but he does.
5 fold.
Hutton with absolute trash. Josh,
Yep, you're good.
Queen 6-0 versus Anthony's Queen 7.
Alright, come on, come in, spinner. What do we got? Alright, and the next.
And he puts him in.
7 fold.
Also, sick of Foz running the show. Oh, no, I'm not. I could never get tired of you. Just winning every card.
John, 30 picks, bigs, and 10s.
1 raise 30,000. 30.
Clicks it up to 30.
2 fold.
He was ripping these sort of hands earlier. He's altered a little bit on the bubble.
7
And
fold.
Crilly in the big blind with the King Queen. And I suspect we're going to see a call here from Crilly. Although John's